Birds fans, it's time to meet the 2022 Bird Gang. I'm Luke Maley, and today I have Tulane University catcher Bennett Lee. Bennett, how you doing?
How's it going? Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Of course, excited for the summer. Let's start off with some basics. You're originally from Tampa, Florida. What made you choose Tulane?
Yeah, I wanted something close to home, and I definitely in a warm weather climate. And Tulane is a great academic school, and it had the perfect combination of exactly what I wanted.
For sure. Well, that's awesome. You get to Tulane, the season rolls around, and you quickly become a vital part of a team that won 31 games. So, what was that transition like from Jesuit High School to Division I baseball, or for you specifically?
Yeah, it was a tough transition at first, but I have to thank a lot of the older guys and especially the older catchers on our Tulane squad that really helped me come into myself and took me under their wing. So once the spring came, I was well versed in everything we were doing, and I was just able to let my talents shine and had a really fun time.
Awesome. Well, I think well versed, maybe a little bit of an undersell there. You ended up hitting 440 on the year and earning many awards, including AAC Position Player and Newcomer of the Year, and then Freshman All American. Uh, some massive accolades in your first season in college. And what do you have your eyes set on now?
Just continuing to improve every single day and continue to fall in love with baseball even more every day. And I'm super excited to continue doing that the rest of this college season, and then as I move into the season with Orleans, can be more fired up.
No doubt. Well, baseball's a game of nicknames. I got to ask, do you have one?
I got a couple. Teammates now call me Blee, B Lee, just Blee for short. I'd say that's the best one.
Okay, well, I got to hear the other ones now, though.
Another one my friends like to call me. Have you ever seen the movie Borat?
I have. I have.
Okay, so I've been called Bilo, which is Borat's brother in the movie. I've been called that before by a couple of my closest friends.
Some might say very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. So what made you decide to come to the Cape to play in Orleans, Massachusetts this summer?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Cape and Orleans has an incredible reputation for the players that have gone through there, and just the quality competition and environment that it provides. And that reputation led me to want to play in the Cape, and luckily my coach helped me. Coach Jewett from Tulane helped me get to Orleans. So really appreciative, and then I really can't wait to get going.
Awesome. Well, next one's kind of a two-parter, but what do you think that fans should expect from you as a player and as a person here this summer? And then what do you feel you can bring to this roster?
Absolutely. I think the fans can expect someone who has a lot of fun, someone who is smiling most of the time on the field, because that's really what it's about, is having fun, and someone who's going to interact in the community, and I love signing baseballs for kids. That's a great part about what we get to do. So someone who's going to have a lot of fun, and I'll provide quality defense and offense for behind the plate and at the plate for the Firebirds this summer.
Awesome. I got to ask you, where did you play summer ball last year? Or did you?
So at the end of my freshman year last year, I got hit by a pitch in the wrist, and it unfortunately broke. So I was out for 6 weeks, and then I went to play for the Bellingham Bells in the West Coast League. Incredible experience there. So yeah, Bellingham Bells in the West Coast League.
Awesome. So you've experienced it. Summer ball in college is something that it's unlike anything else, because some of these guys you're going to stay lifelong friends with, and others you may not see ever again. But the combination of everything, just baseball, the Cape specifically, great weather, great food, great people.
Yeah,
it's just super exciting. So talk to me a little bit about what you're most excited for this summer in the Cape.
I'd say I'm most excited to make a lot of new friends, and make a lot of new friends who are at other awesome schools. Because what we really remember about baseball is the relationships that we make. So I'd say I'm most excited about the relationships with my teammates and coaches and fans and host families that I get to meet.
Awesome. Well, I'll ask you, is there anyone on this roster that you're familiar with their name or that you know them, or even now that the roster is out, some changes going to come obviously as the season goes on, some guys,
Right.
including possibly yourself, playing deep into the summer, potentially the College World Series. So, things are going to change, but with that roster now being out, have you had a chance to talk to anybody or already knew someone on this team?
Yeah. So I know I played with Cody Schreier last summer with the Bellingham Bells. So we talked about that a little bit. So Cody's awesome. And then I know I've played with Kevin Sim in the past and just have heard of a couple other guys on the team. But once again, really excited to get to know all those guys and make a lot of new friendships.
For sure. Well, sticking on that topic of, new relationships and things, as a former catcher myself, I understand that, it takes a minute to get used to some pitchers and, moving into the Cape, these are some of the best pitchers. You've experienced a lot of high quality pitching, both at the plate and behind the dish.
For sure.
You talk to me a little bit about that really short period. You guys are going to show up. Some guys, maybe even yourself, not showing up until a few weeks into the season. So talk
Right.
about that transition of getting to learn guys and then getting in a game and clicking just like that.
Yeah, it definitely takes kind of off the field and prior to the game, just good communication and good clarity of what we're trying to do together. And then just from there, just giving them everything I have, energizing them and giving them everything I've got to make them better. And I think that effort and that communication allows us to click pretty quickly when we need to.
Perfect. Well, a little more personal here. Your father, Ben, he played at UNC. Your brother plays at Wesleyan University. What is your family dynamic like, and how has your family really shaped your baseball career?
Yeah, my dad definitely introduced me and my brother to the game, and it was awesome having my older brother is a senior this year at Wesleyan, and it was awesome having him on a couple of my teams throughout my career, and especially in high school, because he kind of showed me the ropes and how I needed to act and how consistent performance is really acquired. So learning through my brother and my dad has both been huge, and being able to catch my brother in the off season is something that's super special, and being able to hit with my dad almost every day is something that's super special as well. So the family dynamic, we're definitely a baseball family, and it's great to have.
Well, baseball obviously such a large part of your life, but I got to ask who is Bennett Lee outside of America's Greatest Game?
I would say I just try to enjoy life. I love skateboarding, or specifically longboarding, and fishing in Florida. A lot of outdoor activities in Florida: fishing, wakeboarding, all that kind of stuff. So, and going to the beach and tanning. So, I would say outside of baseball, I like to hang out with my friends and skateboard and do water sports and stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, I don't know if you've ever been to the Cape or not, or if you've ever been up northeast at all, but the Cape is going to bring you some great spots to longboard, and
yeah,
it's an easy spot to get around, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I've got a few last questions for you just to learn a little bit more about you. They're kind of quick ones, maybe a little bit quirky, but I'll ask you what your favorite baseball career memory thus far is. It's a tough one.
Okay, I'm gonna give you two. So first one would be the state championship we won in high school my junior year. Just an unbelievable moment for all of us on the team to accomplish something like that. And then the second one would be from last spring, my game-tying home run versus UCF in the bottom of the ninth inning, and then we won in extras. So
that's a good one.
For sure. Yeah,
that's a good one. All right, the next one. So a problem today with the game of baseball. This one's kind of deep, but a lot of people say that baseball is boring or it's too slow. They make excuses. If someone were to come up to you and tell you that baseball is boring, what would be your response to them?
I would tell them to consider to consider and appreciate all the little things that go into each moment, like the like the chess match between the hitter and the pitcher, like the, just all the little things that go into each and every pitch that make baseball so special that they might not understand currently, because they kind of just want entertainment, but you really got to look past just the entertainment side and really see the art and the beauty in each pitch.
Awesome. Now, is there an MLB player that you compare your game style to, or someone that you try to model your game after?
My favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. I love the way he played and went about it, and I love the approach at the plate and the bat to ball skills that he had. And I've always just been fascinated with Ichiro Suzuki. I wore number 51 growing up, so I would say Ichiro Suzuki, even though he's not a catcher.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is that Firebird fans, you're hearing it here first. We've got Ichiro Suzuki behind the dish to this. A lot of fun there. All right. Well, the last one that I'll give you here is the hardest question, in my opinion, to answer. But if you could only eat one food for this entire summer in the Cape, what are you going with?
Wow, that's tough. So I'm not a seafood guy, so I'm not really a seafood guy, so I wouldn't go seafood, but I would go with a combination of three things: steak, sweet potatoes, and mac and cheese. Lock it in.
That's an American meal right there. All right, well, that'll do it for this edition of Meet the Bird Gang. Thank you for joining us, Bennett. Good luck the remainder of this year, and we'll be seeing you in June.
All right, thank you for having me. Can't wait.